stopping it now is just going to keep it.
You got to use Rogaine, the cream. It'll grow hair on your head. It will. I guarantee it.
Or just embrace a nice tight fade or something.
You ever?
He likes the Bozo. He likes the Bozo the Clown look. He rocks Bozo the Clown.
It's kind of in.
Dude, if I took my hat off, it's Bozo the Clown.
Do it. Before we start, do it.
Man, no, he's gonna start. Look, dude.
It's all right. The sides are still pretty tame, so you're in good shape.
Dude, it's not horrible.
No.
Oh, it's bad. The camera's not doing the justice. Yeah.
Hey friends, it's time for another new episode of the Two Clouded Mind Show with your favorite hosts, Chris.
I have a very caveman brain.
And Dave.
He's falling apart in front of our eyes.
Subscribe to the Two Clouded Mind Show on YouTube and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Two Clouded Minds, baby. I love you guys.
Oh my God, you're meant to do that.
Hey, friends. Welcome back. It's Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing awesome. Midweek. We are your midweek slump busters. What's up, Dave? What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Hello and welcome.
Hey.
How was that? Was that a cool intro?
It was good. It was very smooth. It was smoother than normal, smoother than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're your hump day guys.
We are hump day. Those commercials
Mike.
were awesome. Mike.
So how's your week going?
Oh man, my week. So, as you know, in the group chat, I sent a small short video.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I was in the middle of a 4-gram mushroom journey.
So I'm gonna go cut right here. I'll play the video right here.
Oh no. Hey guys, Chris here from the Two Clouded Mind Show. I'm crying right now. I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, why are all dildos circumcised? Like, who owns Big Dildo? I mean, think about it. Stay clouded.
And now, okay, Chris, explain yourself.
The things that run through my head, like on a normal day, are pretty obscure and random and weird. But add that to the mix, and dude, I was hysterical, howling, crying for about 30 minutes.
About the dildo?
Yeah, about why are all dildos circumcised?
Well, I feel like most of them.
It's a cosmetic thing. It's a physical appearance thing.
I think that's part of it. Yeah, I think that's part of it. And then also, there are, I'm sure, uncircumcised dildos out there. I'm sure that exists. There's all kinds of dildos for sure.
I'm not searching. That's not going to be in my search history.
Also, now, correct me if I'm wrong. It like when you have an erection with when you're uncircumcised, doesn't it
rollback?
Doesn't it poke out?
A Ronnie
doesn't
rollback?
It just naturally
you gotta pull it back? No, I think you gotta give it a tug.
It doesn't peek out at all. I think it's got to peek out a little bit. I don't know. I think it does. That's in my imagination.
Do you ever remember those?
Mine would peek out.
Torture trap.
Hit us in the comments. What do you guys think? Seriously,
mine
this
would
is
peek out.
science.
Me personally.
Is that? That's the comments you want flooding. You want me to send you mine?
That's the thing. I don't need to know. You can tell me in text, right? Tell me in words.
Yeah, just send me a text. Yeah,
words. Comment. Don't get yourself banned on YouTube. Just comment.
Yeah. And don't DM us anything. Fucking creepy.
So the question is, when fully erectile,
why did you say
still?
Like that?
Is it still in a turtle shell situation?
Ronnie, rollback.
I feel like it's poking out.
Yeah.
It's peeking out.
I think half is poking out. I think you got to give it the
at least half. Yeah.
to get it
At least
past the rim.
I'm gonna say it's still like head is below the surface.
Head is below the surface, so not peeking out at all.
Snorkeling.
Not peeking out. No, I mean I guess like if you like looked, you would see, but it's not coming out of the top. That's my guess.
God damn it! I don't want to Google this, but I kind of want to Google this.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, but
Googling
like,
it.
what are you gonna say? Like, does
What is
does
an
the head
erect-
come out
what-
fully erect of a?
I'm
You just
gonna
gotta
the
Google
image.
pictures
What
of
is
Google pictures of an erect, uncircumcised penis
Uncircumcised.
and look at it for yourself.
Hey,
and
listen,
just
honestly,
be the-
Chris,
you be the
your
judge.
search history is probably like really bad. So go ahead, just do it.
Nuked.
um
No, don't worry about his search history. I can't wait to see his ad suggestions, like what they try to sell to him now. You know,
yeah.
what ads are gonna be popping up for Chris now? What do
There's probably some
uncircumcised
stuff we don't even know what's out there.
what do
for that.
uncircumcised penis people do and buy? We're about to find out.
I mean, hard to reach creams.
Uncircumcised penis.
Turtleneck sweaters.
Turtleneck sweaters. Stop it. Chinese
No, it
torture
comes out,
devices.
It comes out. It comes out. It comes out. It comes out. It
It does come out. See, I told you. I knew it.
So I just saw a lot of fucking dicks, dude.
And it pops out.
Were they being pulled out?
It's that
No. It was like
Now, how do
it was
you-
like a before and after,
okay?
and it was the noodle looking like a loose sock.
You can just say
and
soft.
right under it.
Okay.
And
And it was poking out?
Oh yeah.
All
Oh
right.
yeah. It
I
was
knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, but do you think there's different cases? It's got to be different cases. This guy's got a lot of extra.
I couldn't go past what I do. I just saw a lot of dicks, like all at once. It was. I'm sweating now. It was. I'm just like, I got nervous.
Because you're hot.
Yeah.
Hot and excited.
I got excited. But yeah, I
That's a
went on a
dick.
4-gram
Yeah.
mushroom journey, and it was interesting to say the least.
Well, it's a podcast, so you could say the most if you want.
True. I guess yeah. I don't want to really get too deep, but like at like 5:30 in the morning, my brain started to go dark.
Oh, you went down.
Circumcised
You started going down the
dark.
hole.
Yeah. I
no.
started getting dark.
First of all, time
And,
out. What time did you send us that video? Because now
It
I
was
gotta
like late at night.
now I gotta
was
do
late.
some math here. Was it
It
late?
was late.
I'm checking right now because you're
It
saying
was like 11:30 or 1:30. It was something with a
10:30 at
1.
night. 10:30 at night, guys. Let's settle down late. 10:30 at night. We're adults. So you're telling me
It's like-
10:30 at night you sent us that video, and then 5 a.m., which is 7 hours later, 6.5 hours later, you're still that banged up off of 4 grams of mushrooms. More power to you,
Yeah,
man.
dude,
God
they're
bless
good.
you. God bless you.
Good.
There's no way that I would be at 5 a.m. I'd be sleeping by 5 a.m.
Dude, I was trying so hard.
It's hard to go
And I
to
think
sleep.
that's
Yeah.
why-
hard to
Yeah,
go to
I
sleep.
think that's why I started getting dark. But I pulled myself out of it. I smoked a little bit of weed, got the giggles again, and I was able to just like ride it out smooth.
Nice. That's a long. Hey, that's a long
Yeah.
trip for you. Good for you. I mean, whatever mushrooms you ate, that's an advertisement for the mushrooms because that's a long ass trip for a man
Get
of your
those again.
size. You're a tall drink of
I
water.
would definitely do it again for sure.
What's the name of
And
the?
it was,
do you remember the name of the brand? Can you shout them out?
The package is in the other room.
Oh,
I forget. It was like
That's a
some-
weird
like-
name.
Yeah, it was like a diamond dusted. I can't remember the name.
Yo,
That's
those
okay.
diamond dusted. I'm not trusting those things.
It was.
Send me, Chris, when we're done with this podcast, just to send me a picture of it.
I'll send you a picture of it. Sure.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. The first piece had that really like. Do you remember the candy that you and I bought at the 420 festival last year? Shout out. At
Yes.
the end of the night when we took our last lap and we each got a mushroom candy.
Sure.
So I ate one square of that and it tasted.
Oh yes, I
So
do know
much
what you're
like-
talking about, and it was terrible.
So the first square of this had that little taste of it. And I was like, fuck, man, I'm not going to be able to get through this. Then I ate another little square. and I swallowed it down with water. Like I just chewed a couple of it and I swallowed it like kind of like
Chunks.
bigger than I probably should have.
Mm-hmm.
And it really wasn't bad. So I got through the bar. Like I ate half of it. It was 8 squares. I ate 4. And then like an hour and a half later, I was like, all right, this is cool. Like I'm gonna go full in. So I went full in. Yeah, dude.
I wonder, like, you being a sous chef or something, or whatever you want to call yourself right now, which this is a two-parter, I guess.
Just a chef.
One, we didn't think like, whatever. I don't know how we label them. Couldn't have you just like melted it down and like made and then added like chocolate milk to it or something, just to like make it go down really quick, like chug it?
I'd be afraid
I just
that
thought of that.
I'd be afraid the temperature would affect it.
It wouldn't.
Heat, if anything, heat brings it out.
That's not true of everything. That's just marijuana. That's just THC. That's not everything. Like you don't smoke mushrooms.
No.
Not
that would
smoking
not
them, but just
be good.
heat kind of like
Like
makes it
Double
more potent. No?
boiler. Put it in a
Not
double
always.
boiler.
Not always.
Melt it down.
Well, I just can't see you melting out anything, but I guess you know,
like
well, I'm not a chemist.
I'll say this: like, I ate half of the chocolate bar that Chris is referring that we bought at the 420 festival. It was disgusting. It was gross. It tasted horrible.
Right.
And so for that reason, I still have the other half of the chocolate bar.
Gave it away.
Like, no, I still have it because I can't eat that thing. And the reason why I bring it up is because I've thought many times, Anthony, why don't I just take these last 3 chunks, put them in, like I get, how I have my coffee, the big, tall, hot coffee. Just get a full, tall, hot coffee. I usually put chocolate protein powder in there anyway. I could put a packet of like hot cocoa mix in there to really chocolify it up. And I still,
If anything, I would just do a banana.
a banana in my coffee.
No, in the drink. I wouldn't do the
protein
coffee for
shake,
you.
yeah.
I'm saying chocolate.
But listen, I would put the chocolate into the hot coffee to melt the chocolate. Is what I'm
Right.
getting at. But I think that would make
Yeah.
I think that would make the whole thing taste bad instead of that stuff making it taste good. I'm worried about it
I
being
don't know.
like the whole
Okay.
thing. Now I have to drink this whole ass thing, and it just tastes like fucking vomit. That's why I haven't.
Well, I
done it
guess
yet.
in that sense, you're not putting the whole piece in your mouth, and the chewing, you would just take a sip, and if you don't like it, that's it. But
What do you mean that's it?
um,
You're not throwing away all those mushrooms. What are you talking about?
No.
you're
What
gonna
are you
chug
talking?
it.
You have to. You have to ingest
I
it.
don't
Once
have
you
to.
put it into the into the thing and you melt it down,
full
you have to
committed.
drink that thing. You got to drink the whole
I
thing.
mean, you don't necessarily have to. You
No,
can
you
just
do.
stop and say, "All right, fuck it, it's done."
No,
Might I
man.
make a suggestion?
What?
So make your coffee, put the chocolate in there, let that melt down, right?
Uh-huh.
Then
With you so far.
in a blender, do your coffee with the melted mushroom chocolate, your protein powder, whatever else you're going to put in there, possibly a banana or 1 scoop of peanut butter.
I said that, and he just said no. Stop
No,
it.
I'm still saying no.
okay.
I'm still saying no. Who
'Cause
puts
it's
who puts
coffee.
stop?
It's
Who
not a
puts
protein
banana
shake.
in? Yeah, who puts banana and peanut butter in a coffee? What are we talking about?
Well, if you convert it into a protein shake, I'm saying. So it's kind of like
No.
you have like your protein shake and then you get your
Yeah, he has a
You guys are
protein
being
shake, but his
ridiculous.
liquid is coffee.
The-
So his
the
is a
move-
much different shake.
The move, if it tastes like shit, is to just fucking drink it.
chug it.
That's all you can do. That's all you do. You don't put a banana in it. You don't put peanut butter or sprinkles or whipped cream. You just fucking drink it. You suck it up. Because the thing is, mushrooms are gross. They're gross. Whether you eat them this way, that way, or the other way, they're disgusting. They taste like
They
shit.
live.
You got to
grow.
consider yourself
Ouch.
very lucky if you eat any kind of mushrooms and it's not absolutely revolting where you might gag and it's hard to swallow. Like, they're gross to eat. That's why lemon tech is the best way to go, or as Anthony likes to say, lemon zest. That's the way to do it, because that way
lemon
you're
zesting.
the lemon juice really, really helps out, and you just shoot it like a shot. So, like, you don't have to chew it. It's already ground up for you. You just fucking drink it down, and then you chase it. That's the way I do it now. Like,
And supposedly it enhances it.
yes.
Well, yeah, the vitamin C. I know
No,
that was the
it's not
case
the
for
vitamin
LSD.
C. It's not the vitamin C. It's the
This is acidic.
the acidic nature of the lemon juice activates the psilocybin. It's not that. It's not
Okay.
it's not the.
And then
Because
if you want to spice it up,
you're
chef,
thinking of.
you add what do you say? Cayenne pepper, like a splash of cayenne pepper.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with it. He's just trying to make it taste, good or whatever.
Right. I'm saying that's an option. It might have worked. Might have made it be a little bit better.
And then he mentioned some sort of fancy honey too, I believe.
Oh, there's a crazy honey that makes you trip.
That's not what he was talking about.
No. This is a trip drink in itself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he was
There
just
is
saying
a
like
crazy
to
honey
flavor
that
it
makes
up.
you hallucinate. Give me a second. You guys talk amongst
It's a
yourselves.
honey that makes you hallucinate.
Anthony's out.
And they sell this somewhere.
Probably. They probably, harvest it someplace in the world, and it's like you got to go to some place.
Hallucinate.
You? No.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to hallucinate.
No, not you.
Why'd you say it like that?
No, not you.
Why?
Because I don't
Why?
know if you can handle it. I don't know if it's for you.
See what you're doing.
No. Because I don't know if I would be. I don't know if I would want to be around you.
Oh my God!
If you were tripping. If you were tripping, bro.
Why?
Mad honey. It's called Mad Honey.
Come up with a better name.
Yeah, that is a whack name. Real Mad Honey. And
I'm real mad, honey.
explain what this is, because it's not a hallucinogen, I don't think. What is it?
Let me get a good.
Yeah, get a little thing so Dave can tell me why he doesn't want to be around me while I hallucinate.
No. It's not. It just. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Is it just somebody who does it for the first time in general, or you're saying there's something specific about me that's not going to be good? Am I not good?
Well, don't talk about it like it's not something that's going to happen. So you don't have to talk about it like it's going to happen.
That's true.
All right, ready? Warning, there's big words in here that I'm going to fuck up.
Love it.
Mad honey is honey containing grayanotoxins,
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Neurotoxins produced by certain plants, particularly rhododendron species, and it is known for its toxic and narcotic effects, primarily produced and used in Nepal and Turkey. Mad honey, Delhi ball, or mad honey is a rare and potentially dangerous delicacy produced only in 2 places in the world, which of which is Turkey's Black Sea region. The nectar from the species of rhododendron contains that G word that I'm not going to even try again. All right, grayanotoxin, a toxin with psychoactive properties.
Interesting.
So this comes from the Turkish Black Sea.
And there's a region in Nepal, so it only comes from 2 places in the world.
First of all, that's super dope. I wonder how they came about that, but yeah, I don't know if I want to try something from the Black Sea. It's supposed to be just
Why? What's wrong with the Black Sea? Would you prefer if it was the White Sea?
I want to visit the Black Sea.
No, it's got to be it's got
a lighter color
special.
sea, just a light any color lighter than that.
Wow,
I don't think it's
no
really black.
I mean, because it's got to be dirty, like a swamp.
No,
this dude doesn't know what he's talking about.
Dirty
So how much,
swamp
Chris?
water.
How much is it? And can you get it? Like, can you order it online?
Yeah, is it like a
Can you just get some?
only in Turkish?
Get some honey. You get all this friggin' smelling salts. Get some psycho honey.
Oh yeah, smell the salts, lick the honey, whatever.
Put it in your tea.
$150
$150 for how much?
$150?
For how much? How much you getting?
for 250 grams, 8.8 ounces.
8.8 ounces. And what is a serving? Does it say like one serving to do situation?
Probably.
I don't want probably.
Yeah,
I want
stop
a
it with
serving.
the probablys. Read, God damn it.
Why? See, I feel attacked. I'm still, in a
It's
very
okay,
fragile
but
state.
Read
just
on.
keep reading. It's okay.
Read on.
I want to know how much real mad honey I need to feel real mad honey.
You probably not too much. Probably a little bit.
Me, probably. I gotta sniff it.
Like a
I'm
little baby
tripping.
spoon. Yeah, tiny little baby spoon. Like you get You get one of those wooden sticks they give you with a screwball at the ice cream truck.
So there are some benefits. Can I read them first?
Yes.
Improves libido and sexual health.
Ooh.
Promotes relaxation and stress relief. Full of antioxidants to boost immunity. Soothes digestive issues. Antibacterial properties to help combat infections.
That sounds great. Sounds really good. It's good
I
for
can't
you.
believe about the stress thing. It's gonna make you hallucinate. It's gonna make you so stressed.
Uh,
You know,
Not necessarily.
isn't it just about your
Oh.
surroundings and your state of mind at that time?
That has a lot to do with it.
So the bottle says, or one of the FAQs is, will I get
Will I die if I take
I'm
this?
sorry. Will I get high from real mad honey? Yes. The correct dosage of this honey can have intoxicating effects. If you want to use mad honey as supportive therapy for health complaints, 1 teaspoon a day is sufficient. You will not get high from this dose.
1 teaspoon.
Is not
I
enough
want to
to
know
get
how
high.
many. I mean,
So how
so
much
you got to take 2 teaspoons.
or more maybe? Who knows? How much do you have to take to get high?
How to use mad honey. For recreational use, the recommended dosage is between 1 and 2 teaspoons. Albeit body weight, mood, and how much you've eaten will determine the intensity of the effects. So use your best judgment and consume responsibly.
Huh.
Sounds to me like that 8 ounces can go in a
150
real
bucks.
fast. Yeah, that 8 ounces
I
can be
think
gone.
$150.
I
That
think
that honestly sound. I mean, when you make something
I
of
think we
sorts
backed up.
of this, it's generally try to be
That-
targeted for like a month supply. So a
I'm-
tablespoon a day for a month sounds something like that out of 8.8 ounces.
There you go.
$150 a month, and you're not tripping. You're just feeling better.
Or you
Split it between the
crack
three
the
of us.
150 out.
Yeah, split it between the three of us.
And yeah, and you just
Eat it all in one shot.
eat like 3 tablespoons.
3,
Pass it on.
8.8 ounces. There's more. You just divided it. You pour. Dole it out. Scoop
No,
it
this
out.
is it. What you happen
We
is
each just eat
this
our
is what
portion.
happens. You get it. I take the normal dosage to see the normal effect to give a response for the normal effect, and then you guys split the rest to know what it's like to be tripping hard on real Mad Honey.
Eh.
Are you real Mad Honey? Did they need a commercial? We got them.
Oh, dude, I would love
The
to make
commercial is
Mad
us
Honey.
just taking the whole jar. And, dude, I don't know, man, but this real Mad Honey makes me feel like I could fly. Let me go to the roof. No, I'm just
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna shit my pants and throw up.
kidding.
Speaking of shitting your pants and throwing up, that's peyote, right?
Well, you're supposed to.
Apparently,
Peyote is where you're supposed to throw it up. You're not supposed to let it sit in your stomach. I think you're supposed to take it.
So you take
then-
something and then throw it up purposely?
Yes, and then you,
No, thank you.
puke it up like a half hour later or something like that. You let it like get in your system, but then you don't leave that much. I think something like that. I've never done peyote, but I've heard something to that effect. That
So
might
it's like
not be
it's
exactly
like a
correct.
long tea bag.
Excuse me.
You kind of just leave it in there for a little bit and you take it out like a tea bag.
I guess.
choose your words differently.
Yeah.
But that's what
yeah.
it's in tea. You put the tea in there, the stuff from the tea goes into the water, and then you take it out. So it's
Yeah.
like this drug, you have to leave it in there for a certain.
Unfortunately, there's also something else that teabag kind of takes precedent over. It's hard to
That's fair.
make analogies that people won't think.
That's
of that.
fair. That's fair. I wasn't thinking that.
But
I was just saying because you can't leave it in your system for too long because then what? It could be really bad for you.
I guess so. Again, I don't know enough about it. I just know that there's. I know that I've heard that you're supposed to get rid of it after a certain period of time, not leave it in.
I remember when I was younger,
But I'm not really
everyone
sure
would always
how it
say,
works.
yeah. When I was younger, everyone would always say, like, all the older heads would be like, yo, dude, if you ever did peyote, man, it's like 3 hours of puking and shitting yourself and then 3 days of just tripping balls. And I'm like,
3
It's
days.
not a bad trade.
Listen to you. Not a bad trade. You're willing
Well,
to
I'm saying if you
puke
like to
and
get
shit yourself
really
for
high,
3 hours.
trading 3 hours of bad stuff for 3 days.
Time out, bro. That I mean, first of all, in the
like
long run,
shit.
in the long run, that is probably a pretty good trade if the 3 days is in fact good and you don't go down a bad trail like Chris did. But I can tell you, 3 hours, first of all, of just puking and shitting, that's one thing. But if you're tripping at that same time, that 3 hours could feel like 3 weeks.
That's fair.
You know, or if you
Because I spent hours shitting. I spent long hours shitting.
And 3 days, 3 day trip. That's also a heavy undertaking
I probably should
as
have
well.
followed up why anyway, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's 3 days is
well, I mean, you trade 3 hours, 72.
You gotta put in work to be able to do a 3-day journey like that.
Yeah,
you can't
because
just
you're not going to sleep.
You know, off the rip.
You're probably not going to sleep, or if you do, it'll just be because you passed out. You know, it's
like one of those trips.
Crazy.
You know, it's like you go to like the ayahuasca trip or like the Joshua Tree or something. That
you definitely puke and shit yourself. You definitely puke and shit yourself from that.
100%, 100%. It's one or the other or both. And I know it sounds gross, but I want to do ayahuasca so bad.
Yeah, the puking and shitting really turned me off to the idea. That's a problem for me. Not into it.
Yeah, especially if it's at the same time.
But
which it is.
I want to do it to, like, I don't know. I want to see, one, I want to see what it's all about. And two, I
ask Aaron Rodgers.
To see, like,
don't ask Aaron Rodgers.
Really that life-changing. Because apparently, you know what I mean? The whole thing is like you go on a spiritual journey. Actually, like, you kind of figure yourself out, or you at least try to, because you have a shaman there to guide you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems really interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, people really seem to get a lot out of it.
I can't afford
it. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody who does it says that there's a lot.
Maybe you're tapping into the divine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it opens up your third eye or something.
It opens up your third eye, all right.
Well, yeah.
It opens up number 3 on the go to the bathroom list. It's pooping shit at the same time.
I feel like tripping. There so far, well, I've only ever tripped on mushrooms and acid, but at the end of the day, they're both sort of the same. I mean, they're definitely different, but you know, I can't imagine that ayahuasca trip would be that much different from LSD or from anything else, you know. But I guess maybe it is. Same with peyote. Like I don't know if, you know, a 3-day. I'll say this: a 3-day acid trip, that would be too long. That would just be too long. You'd be like annihilated after the 3rd day. That would just be too much.
Too much of anything is no good, as they say. 3 days is super long.
It's a long
and I'm
run.
sure, like on a lot of these drugs, like sleeping isn't a thing.
Right. If you're on acid, that 3 days would feel like fucking forever. Forever.
You're gonna just be like, I guess this is me now.
Yeah,
this is the way I am.
At a certain point, you probably would feel that way, and you'd have to like leave yourself a written note being like, "This will end eventually," you know.
Oh hell yeah! And I like, dude, I'm not even kidding you. I'm not trying to like make up jokes or stories or nothing. When we were like from 17 to like early 20s, maybe even 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, so 16.
I don't think it matters.
Dude, we would do 3-day acid trips. We were taking 12, 13 hits of acid at a time. Like,
that's too much. That's too much. You're lucky that you didn't get the paranoia.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Maybe you did.
I don't know. Maybe.
Can you do acid right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could you do acid right now, like comfortably? Like if I was like, check it out. Bing.
So
looky here.
If I showed up to the live stream, with a sweet tart that had been dropped, would you drop the tart?
Are you going to drop it?
Of course I would. Of course I would.
I am never accepting a sweet tart from Dave.
Because you trust me?
Because I trust you, yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you wouldn't give me anything that would kill me.
Well,
And
okay.
I don't think you would give me anything that you wouldn't take yourself. That's
Right. I
really
would
the main
probably
thing.
be taking it also. Yeah. I don't,
he
if
might.
I'd rather not be like, if there was 3 of us in the room and 2 of us were on acid, I'd rather be on acid and not on it rather than not.
I got you on the
I'd
dot.
rather
Don't worry,
not
guys.
be the sober person in that situation. I can only imagine that there are some pretty annoying parts of it. If you're a sober person around people who are on acid, there's got to be.
It has to be.
It's got to be hard to hang
being
out
around
with somebody
drunk
on
all
acid
the
if you're
time is
not.
fucking painful sometimes.
What'd you say?
Being around drunk people is painful sometimes.
Yeah,
Just
there's
oh,
nothing more
you're
annoying to a sober person than a drunk person. I always said
Yeah,
that
I guess that's fair.
when I worked in the
High
bar.
people are always fun.
Yeah, it's usually not that bad. They don't bother anybody.
Yeah, I mean we're a bit biased, but yeah, high people are definitely fun.
But chill, man.
At the very least, we don't bother anybody. We just mind our own business. We chilling out. We're hanging out over here. You leave us alone,
Very
we'll leave you
friendly.
alone.
Yeah. Hey, man. Very, very relaxed. That's why I never felt the need to do anything else, I guess.
Drugs wise?
Also, yeah, drug wise. I guess addictive wise, a little concerned, but
It's not easy to get addicted to like mushrooms or LSD. Imagine that.
no,
Imagine
but
you
like
became
other
like,
things,
I
like
gotta
dabbled
trip
in
all
other
the time.
things.
Other things, sure. Like I've never tried coke for that reason. I've also for the reason that I've been around people who are on coke, and I'm like, nope, thank you. I don't want to be that.
That or pills
There's
or
certain
anything.
things. Yeah, there's certain things like I never tried heroin. Certain things like meth. I've never even been around meth, so I would never try that.
What about the dust?
Angel
Yeah.
dust.
Wet.
I
Angel
don't.
dust.
To
Yeah,
my
I've
knowledge,
several-
I've never done angel dust, but I
saw
might.
that
You never
several
know
times. It was cool.
if it was
man.
sprinkled in.
What's speed? What's speed?
Speed is speed.
It's like ecstasy in a sense.
No,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
it's like an
No, it's like-
amphetamine.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like Coke mixed with something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I never, dude. The only time I took an actual pill was when I had my knee surgery, and it was like a Percocet 5 milligram, and I was concerned then. I was like, oh my god.
Wuss.
Yeah, you should not hallucinate.
No.
No, not about hallucinating. About like, oh my god, am I gonna like
Yeah,
this?
bro. If this
So I'm
guy
gonna
started
need-
hallucinating, I can only imagine. Like your whole
No, I
world,
didn't-
your whole
I
world
felt-
would come apart.
I took one. I felt like like a little something for a couple minutes, but that's like more so for you to be able to go to sleep.
I might get scared and end up walking home from his house.
No,
Walking home?
I don't know.
No.
You're not gonna walk home where I live, okay? Because yeah,
A buddy of
That's
mine.
scary.
A buddy of mine. One time we were all hanging out. It was like we were having people sleep over at my parents' house, and we were all in the basement, and it was like 3:30 in the morning, and we're all just talking and bullshit, and we're all tripping on acid, and then we're like, where's our buddy Tom? We turn around and he's on the phone, like at the time when people used to use house phones, and he's just like leaning up against he's leaning up against the wall, just on the phone, just like Dave's here and Tom, da 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 da. And we're looking at the time. We're like, it's fucking 3:30 in the morning. Like, dude, who are you talking to? He had called his mom. He was so fucked up. Like, he was tripping so hard that he lost track of everything and just called his mom to bullshit. And he was bullshitting with his mom at 3:30 in the morning.
the fact that she was
we're like,
still just
hang up
bullshitting
the
with
fucking phone. Hang up. He's like,
And
"All
she's
right,
on the
Mom."
other line, like sitting, like, oh, that's nice.
Right, pretty
like,
much.
3:30 in the morning.
Pretty much. She was just talking to him.
That's
And so we're like, oh, hang up. Yeah.
Hang up! Don't tell her that you're tripping on acid, you idiot.
Yeah, I mean, if we had left him on the phone any longer, he probably would have said something like that. Like, well, I'm just kind of really tripping right now. I don't know what's going on. So I got a
My
question
friends
for you
made me
guys.
do it, Mom.
I got a question for
What's
you
that?
guys.
Shoot.
So since it's the first week of April, and since they come to us for their sports knowledge, as everybody knows, people need to know who the Clouded Minds predict will win in baseball this year.
I mean, this guy here and this guy here, they're the sports correspondents.
You're pointing the wrong direction. I'm the other way.
On my screen, I pointed at you this way.
Nope.
Whoop, whoop.
Nope. You completely blew it.
Oh,
You're
see.
pointing.
So you're here?
Yeah, I am. I'm right there. Here I am. I don't know which
Yep,
direction
dude.
you're
Here
in.
I am.
You're over there for me.
Dude, high five me. High five me. High five me.
There we go.
Nice. It worked.
That was great. That's good. That's good
Anthony, Put
podcasting.
your hand up. Put your hand up, Anthony.
You see, he's on the other side. He's on the other side. Anthony, you gotta go. You gotta go like this.
That it just looks like we're being gross, Dave.
Yeah, it does.
You can see my hand there. You can see my hand. Okay, yeah. So
Go.
baseball season is starting. I don't know if you guys knew that. And so I figure now's a good time. Like we did our predictions last year. I thought of it too late. It would have been great to get Jeff Clark back on to have him talk baseball predictions. We did our football predictions with Jeff Clark at the beginning of the football season last year. So I figure we'll do some quick predictions. But, you know, full disclosure, I don't know anything about baseball. I know very little about baseball. I don't know if you guys know really anything about baseball at all. So it's pretty much just going to be.
A little.
You do? Okay. Because like for me, I'm going to be mostly guessing.
Very little.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to be mostly guessing. Just full disclosure. So, you know, don't go making bets off of my picks.
Yeah, I don't really dabble in it anyway. I'm pretty much hard on the football and then basic knowledge everywhere else.
But you're not really hard on football now, though. Like, you don't know what's going on now, right? In the offseason, you kind of checked out.
I wouldn't say that.
I did. I said it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
so
that's
like
your
you're
opinion.
just taking a break? Is that what's up?
No.
No?
No.
Just slowing down considerably, almost to a stop.
No. I wouldn't say that.
Okay. I said it.
No. And I'm gonna say no.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
This is good podcast.
All right, so stand by, boys. I'm going to flip the screen, and then we will get away with our picks.
So we're
Chris,
just picking who's gonna
turn
go to the World
sharing
Series?
on. Chris, turn sharing on.
Oh, my bad. Coming at you.
Coming.
There you go.
Coming. Oh. Cumin. So we're gonna be look at this. This guy always fucking set, man.
All right, so now give me a second here.
I like a good spreadsheet.
Love a good spreadsheet.
Yeah. World Series, who's gonna be there?
Yeah, so what we're going to do, hold on a second. I'll explain in a second. Let me fix the screen here first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
As I'm wearing a baseball hat. Yeah. But it's a minor league, so it's okay.
What farm team is that for?
The wherever that place is in fuck, it's what it be.
You're killing it.
Bedminster.
No, it's I can't think of
Brownsville?
the
Berlin?
No,
Boonton?
no,
Binghamton.
no. It's not B now, I'm
Bridgeport.
thinking of it. No, not Bridgewater. In that area,
What's the name of the team?
Yeah.
Branchburg. Isn't it by the things by Branchburg?
What's the name of the team?
Yeah.
This one is the Diners. I forget the other name of the team.
I went to a game there.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
one
cool
that's like right by the Branchburg shop, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal.
The Patriots? No, I don't know.
Here's
Making
the
shit up
deal.
now.
We've got two leagues in Major League Baseball. I'm already off to a great start. Two leagues in Major League Baseball, the American League and the National League. In each league, there's three divisions, East, Central, and West. The way it works in baseball, I had to look this up today, is that they have a division winner in each division and then three wild card teams in each league.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 teams make the playoff in each league. So we're going to pick our East, Central, and West winners. We're going to pick our wild cards, which is the 3 next best teams, I guess. Then we're going to pick our league champions, American League and National League champions, i.e. the 2 teams that will play each other in the World Series. And then who will win the World Series is our MLB champ. And then the tiebreaker, just in case we have the same number of correct picks, how many games will the last place team in Major League Baseball win? There's 162 games. How many games will the last place team win? But we'll get to that.
Got it.
So I put a list of the teams here just in case anybody needed it, in case, because I wasn't sure what teams were in which divisions and so on and so forth. But I will gladly open the scoring, so to speak, by picking the Yankees to win the AL East this year. Let's go Yankees. Anybody else? Anybody else want to jump in?
I know they're pretty. They're a little banged up in pitching area. I know that. So I'll go with the Yankees though.
Oh, we can.
Yeah, we can all pick the same thing.
The same team,
of course.
Yeah, because
these are your own.
Honestly, I would pick the Yankees. I really.
These are your own picks. Oh, you can't pick the Yankees, Chris. We both picked them, but you can't pick them because 2 out of 3. You should have picked quicker.
Then I'm going with the Indians.
The Indians aren't even in Major League
Baseball. You got to go down,
anymore.
not across.
Time out. The Indians don't even exist.
My bad. I know. I'm still going to call them the Indians.
Well, you shouldn't. All right. So the Yankees.
No, I'll go with the Red Sox.
You don't have to go with the Red Sox. I'm kidding about the Yankees.
He was kidding. You could pick the Yankees.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris is in shambles.
I am in a shambles. Can I have the Guardians, please?
The Guardians. Yes, you can. How about you, Anthony? What do you want in the Central? The AL Central.
I'm either the Twins or the Royals.
I'm going to take the Guardians also. Anthony?
I don't know. I feel the Guardians, Twins.
What makes you think?
The Twins.
Twins. Based on what?
No idea.
Okay, that's fair.
Take LA.
All right, West, the AL West. You're saying the Angels, Anthony, Chris?
Yeah.
Angels. Okay. The Athletics didn't actually have like a home. Like they used to be the Oakland Athletics, and right now they just are the Athletics because they don't have like a home. They're playing, I think, in minor league fields this year, and they're moving to Las Vegas, I believe. But they're not called the Las Vegas Athletics right now. They're just called the Athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, I found that
Astros.
Interesting. Astros?
You're an Astro.
I mean,
I was thinking of the
Astros. They probably are going to pull out the AL West, but I don't know.
Are they good?
I have a feeling.
You don't know.
I just have a feeling. I like the Angels.
Angels in the outfield?
Yeah. You know.
Got it.
You already
I'll
know.
pick the Astros. I know they used to be good. I don't know if they're still good. Does anybody have any wild card teams that they like to throw in?
Orioles.
I'll take the Sox.
And the Red Sox. Yeah, the Red Sox for sure.
I want to throw in the Rays. Are the Rays still good?
I don't know. I don't know if it's Blue Jays or Rays that I was like, oh, I think they're okay. The Blue Jays maybe, but I'm gonna go Guardians for my third.
My third. All right, my second. I'm gonna take the White Sox.
Oof, I don't know if they're good. I don't think they're like really good ever.
Really?
I don't know. I could be making that up. I feel like.
No, I mean, listen. Like, I don't know much about baseball. I'm just really kind of going on gut.
Maybe I will switch to
And
the
then-
Blue Jays. Good call.
I think my third will be the Astros.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna say like one of the Rays or Blue Jays is good, I'm gonna say it was Blue Jays over Rays.
Well, I'm
I think
believing you.
Toronto
I'm
was-
believing you, so you better be right.
Ah,
Let's see.
you got this,
Tigers?
bro.
I'm gonna go Tigers.
Tigers roar.
And also the. I don't know who else is good. I don't know anything about
Red
baseball.
Sox.
Are they good though?
Yeah.
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
Because they are.
Hmm.
Feel it in my jellies.
Oh, I don't like it.
My jellies are pretty good, bro.
Hmm.
His milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Damn right. the I listen to like the fan, so I hear like a little bit of baseball here and there, but I feel like that was good. That's why I went with the Guardians. I feel like they mentioned Cleveland Guardians because they're talking a lot about the Yankees and Garrett Cole being out or whatever.
Uh-huh. I'll go Twins. What do you think? Twins.
I'm going Philly, baby. Philly.
Yep,
Phillies?
Philly.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah. Phillies. And I'll take. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm getting way too ahead of myself.
Yeah, you are.
I took the Phillies as well. Central team. Central.
I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Ooh. Cardinal. I will do
Damn.
the Brewers.
I was thinking of the Brewers, but I was like, I don't know. I feel like they're bad.
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
know.
do the Cubs.
What about the Pirates, baby boy?
Yeah, could be Pirates. Maybe the Cardinals for you as well. Or the Reds.
I don't know about the Reds. I feel like I don't hear the Reds a lot.
Okay.
Give me the Pirates, so we're all different.
Like it.
R, their
I'll
favorite
take
letter.
I'll take the Dodgers.
100% the Dodgers. That's the right answer.
All
Mets
right.
are going to be my first wild card.
Mets.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll take the Mets also. I'll throw a little Mets action out
Same.
there.
They're gonna be in there. They have to be in there. If they don't, it's gonna be a backlash.
What about the Braves? Are the Braves good again?
I'll tell you what. They're brave.
I'm going to put the Braves in.
Can I take two East wild cards?
I think so. I just did.
I feel like you could take from anywhere.
I'll take the Nationals as well.
Okay.
And the Padres.
Padres?
No.
Whoop.
No. The Diamondbacks.
Okay.
Damn, I'm trying to be
Mets,
different,
Braves.
but also
I was thinking Diamondbacks also, but maybe I'll change now.
because I want the Braves too, but he doesn't have the Braves. I feel like the Giants suck in baseball. They also suck in football, but
There was a while there when the Giants were really good. They won World Series like every other year or every third year or something like that for a little while.
Really?
all right. So the Giants, put them in there. Maybe they'll be a good Giant this year.
Giants?
Maybe this is their third year.
Maybe.
Was it always Miami Marlins?
It was the Florida Marlins for a while.
Oh, okay. I was like Miami. Never remember that.
I'm going to go Diamondbacks also. I don't know why. I like them. Anthony, final
I'm gonna go Braves.
Braves. Like it. Okay. Now you need to pick one winner from the AL and one winner from the NL.
NL for me is Dodgers.
Okay.
Same. No, I'm going to say Philly, and I'm going to say the Yankees for AL.
Interesting. I will go Dodgers also. And I will also go, well, let me see. Yeah, I'll go Yankees.
Yeah,
Yankees, Dodgers.
It's a good rematch.
Are you
That would be a sick
copying me?
rematch.
We're all copying me.
You want Yankees also?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's either in the Yankees or the Red Sox. I can't choose the Red Sox.
And then who wins the World
Get
Series?
those Sox out of here. Dodgers.
Who?
Dodgers win back to
Chris?
back.
Chris?
Philly.
Phillies.
Philly.
And
If it's a rematch, Yankees win.
the hard
I
thing
feel
for
that in my
me,
nut.
like as a Yankees fan, and I'm like a casual Yankees fan, I'm not crazy about baseball. They're always the same team. Like I can feel really good about them winning their division. I can feel pretty good about them making the World Series, and then I can feel really good about them losing the World Series like 4-1 or 4-2 because they can only hit home runs. They don't have, and Anthony mentioned their best pitcher's out for the year, right? Cole's out for the year, Anthony.
Yeah. They
And
got. I was one of the things on the radio is because they ended up getting like for insurance or something on the contract. They get $27 million back, and
Whoa.
that
but
was a
that
big
doesn't.
topic of conversation.
Yeah,
Like
but who
they
gives
got
a
to
shit?
use
That
it.
$27 million can't pitch. Like you got to get
didn't-
somebody who can pitch.
No,
And
no. But that was just a topic of conversation. They were asking like, do you think they're going to spend it or they're just going to keep it? And they're going to keep
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the Mets just get a couple stud pitchers from Japan?
I don't
it.
know.
That I don't know. All I know is they spent a whole lot of money on one guy.
And he's the Japanese pitcher, right? I think.
No,
No?
Who are you talking
the
about?
one guy they
Soto?
yeah.
Oh,
he's-
that's right. That's right. He could make a bit of a difference.
Actually,
He's a phenomenal hitter. He's
I just
not like the
can't-
best defensive player, but he's a great hitter.
I can't convince myself the Yankees are going to win the World Series. I just can't. I'll put them in the World Series, and I'll just put them losing every single year. All right. So now here's the big question. How many games will the last place team in Major League Baseball win? Last
62.
How,
62?
how many games is there total?
162.
There's 118,
No,
right?
162. And this is not Price is Right rules, so it's whoever's closest, whether you're over or under.
Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna
62
go.
just popped in my head. I don't know.
I'm going to go with 47.
Ooh, I like it. Chris,
might be-
find a number in
Might be
between
too
that.
low, but we'll see.
I forgot who it was last year. Like somebody last year lost over 100
58.
games.
58.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm going to lose that.
Wait a minute. That's how many games the last place team is going to lose?
Win.
Oh, win. Okay, yeah, 58. I like 58.
All right. Everybody comfortable with their picks? Locked in? Ready to roll?
Yeah. I'm locked in, man.
Lock it in.
Okay,
Lock it
so
up.
I'll save these, and then
You
we'll
lock it up.
see. We'll see at the end of the baseball season, which is right in the middle of football season. We'll have to remember that in the middle of football season, we have to go back and look at our baseball picks.
Yeah. So we'll see you in October,
Time travel.
September.
Time travel.
All right. Remember what everyone's wearing because we're going to have to wear the same exact thing in 6 months.
Yeah, that's pretty simple for me.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Cool. That was fun.
Yeah. Well,
I had another question.
go ahead.
You go first because you're on topic. I'm going off topic.
No, I was just gonna say we'll see how everything turns out. Whether it was fun or not. How fun it was.
True.
It's only fun if you win.
Yep. There you go. All right. What are you on, Chris?
If you guys today had to take something like the SAT, what do you think you'd score? Do you think you'd at least get 1,000?
And now this is the one where you get like 600 for just writing your name and shit, right?
I know bare minimum about SATs. I was out of school by the time I was 16 years old, so I don't know.
I don't know what
I know there's a crazy score. Like, isn't it like 2,400 or something, or 3,000 you can get?
That's the thing. I don't know. When I was in school, 1,600 was the highest, but I know that after a while it did get higher than that. It got higher. It was up to 2,000 at some point. Now I don't know what it is now. I have no clue. I have no idea.
Yo, all I know is I'm like not gonna do great. I don't even know what's on the test. I'm sure it's like
I guess.
general knowledge in all areas and other shit.
Yeah, I'm not
It's not
really
just,
sure either. I don't know how well I would do. I'd probably do
I'll do good on the math part.
just okay. Yeah, I have no idea. I'll do better than
Everything
you
else I'll
two
probably do
bozos.
poopy on.
All right, so score range. The SAT score ranges from 400 to 1600.
Oh.
Each section.
I mean, but when is this thing published that you're reading?
They may have gone back to the original system.
You know, sometimes they're like, you know what, the wheel wasn't broken. We didn't have to fix it.
1600. Everything is saying as of January 14th, 2025.
All right, there you go.
A good
Cool.
SAT score is generally considered to be 1210 or higher, which would put you in the top 25% of all test takers. In 2023, the national average score earned on the SAT was 1028, and a perfect score on the SAT is a maximum of 1600. I say
Yeah.
I don't get higher than 800. I don't think I crack 1,000.
You
Honestly,
didn't even want to go try close to the national average of 1028?
dude, I have no book smarts.
Yeah, look
but
at
you
this
also
guy.
have like common sense is huge.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, dude, he's not wrong.
No.
He's not wrong.
I wish. I wonder if there's a way.
caveman mind.
Well, the thing
What?
is, the other problem is that it's like a 4-hour test or something, isn't it? Isn't it like incredibly long, the test?
I thought it was like a full day or something. I thought
Some
it was
yeah,
like a
it's
full day
I don't know what it is, but it's a long ass time.
Yeah.
We should try to get Chris
On
the
that
SAT. So, Chris, when you were in high school, you never took it.
No, hell no. I didn't even make it that far.
Anthony, did you take it?
No.
What do you mean? How come?
What do you mean?
Oh, I guess
didn't have
what?
to take it.
No, it's elective, I guess. Yeah. All right. I took it.
Yeah, I didn't do anything I didn't have to.
I took the ASVAB,
What is that?
Yeah, I
the
don't know what that is.
military
Oh,
test.
okay.
Oh. And that's like a common knowledge one. I think I did that.
We should all take the Wonderlick test.
Whoa.
Is that like how many licks
Had
does
to
it take
buy me a
get
drink
of the
first.
center of a Tootsie Pop?
Anything else?
What is the wonder?
It's
I want to know what it is.
there's a test that they give to NFL rookies at the combine, and it's supposed to test like your cognitive skills. It's called the Wonderlick test.
Okay.
It's not a
What
good
is it
name.
called?
Guess that's the name of the
All
guy.
sorts of stuff. It's all sorts of stuff. I would love to I would love to sign Chris up for the SAT just to see like what he would do. You too, Anthony, since you never took it before. I'd like to see both of you guys do that.
No, I
If
don't
there was
wanna
a way
get depressed.
for
How
us
you
to like
perform.
be able to sign up and take it
I
for fun.
I think you can. I think anybody. I'll look into it. I'll ask my mom. She used to be a teacher.
There's at least the pre one you could probably take for free.
I just want to jump right in. I want to dive right into the full one. I want to see if I can even crack 1,000.
I'm gonna ask. I know my cousin's a teacher. I'll see her later this week. I'll find out for you. And my sister-in-law, she works at a school. I'll find out for you the particulars about how, I think we might just be able to sign you up. Anthony, are you in if we can sign you guys up? Are you going to take the SAT?
I don't care.
I'm
I mean,
standing-
it's 4
I'll
fucking
s-
hours.
I'll stand on, I think it might be longer than that. I'll stand on my high school score. I'm not going to take it again. I'm just going to stand on my high school score.
Was
then
it
we
was
gotta
like
see-
1250?
1290.
Damn, you're smart as hell, dude.
I knew.
I
I
was
was,
so
guessing.
mad.
My man's.
I was so mad that I didn't get a 1300, dude. So like the gap between 1290 and 1300 is like a billion miles. I was so mad I didn't get a 1300. I took it twice. I think I took it twice
I
or
would
3
love-
times. And no matter how you combine my scores, it was 1290, 1290, 1290. So I was like, fuck this. I'm not taking it again.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I'm going to Rutgers no matter what. So I don't fucking need to take this test again. I was just taking the test against myself at that point.
I would love to
for
make
you.
an episode out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd
That's
be a
what I'm
long
saying.
episode.
Make you guys fucking take the test. I'll stand outside the window with a camera.
Dude,
For 4 hours.
It's
It's
just-
just the guy
dude,
recording.
we can work it out to where it's just me and Anthony taking it.
Oh, please. That would be ridiculous. Like that I might have to administer the test myself, and in which case I'd have to like find a test to give you guys. But then we'd have to probably score it ourselves. I got to look into this. I got to figure out how it all works. Like what's the whole deal,
Okay. Yeah.
and we'll figure it out.
You guys, all right. You can fully roast me because I am dumb. Oh, I just moved. I am dumb as a box of rocks. But I mean, just be easy on me when you get my scores back.
Oh man, be easy on myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at you
Gonna be-
guys. Just gonna laugh
Oh,
at you.
dude, fully. Yeah, that's it. Just
It's really nice.
be nice. Just be nice. I know your laughter is love.
Yeah, this is all. Hey, look, it's all for fun. It's all in fun.
Yeah, exactly.
What are friends really for?
You'd be pissing people off if you're taking that test just as a goof, and these kids are in there trying to get into college. You know, like these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
What is this old guy
There was a
doing?
45-year-old guy in my SAT class today.
Yeah, exactly.
Stunk
I'd
like
be the laughing-
cigarettes.
He just stunk like weed, and he was dressed like a boomer.
I could. I bet you there's people that are there older than that.
Dude had a tattoo on his face. And he was wearing New Balance.
Yeah. Nah, dude, Doc Martens all day. It would be funny. It would never happen in a million years if I like go in there and I score a perfect score.
No,
Come on,
that would not happen.
Come on,
Of
dude.
course, it would be fucking funny as hell.
That would be like a
What a
million.
beautiful mind.
You know, a 1,000 monkeys in a room with 1,000 typewriters typing Shakespeare. That's what that would be.
Yeah.
It'd be like the 1 in a million shot where Chris just closes his eyes and fills in the dots and hits it on.
He does he does like a pattern.
I've done it
See,
before.
that's the thing.
Dude, I know the pattern.
That's the other part of it.
AC/DC.
That's the other part of it is that I almost would bet that there would be a point in the test at which you would stop caring and just start filling in circles. You'd just be like, "Fuck this!
No,
I can't
promise.
even focus on this anymore." Well, no, you promise
I
now.
promise
You promise now,
100%
but
that's me.
it's just like you'd promise to try and eat the entire burrito. Like you might try to do it, and I believe that you're trying to do it, but at a certain point, you might get so full of test that it starts like, you might start just being like, "Fuck, I just got to answer these questions." Or the other thing is that maybe you start running out of time and you have to like fill in Bro, this test thing that could put a whole bunch of stress on you. I'm willing to
need that kind of
ride
stress,
through
huh?
it. I think it's a great
I want
idea.
to try. And do it. Let's do it.
You have to
Let's
do it,
it.
Anthony,
Come
because like if Chris does it, he can't just be the only one who does it. We have to have another person.
No, I wouldn't let him do it alone. I wouldn't care if I scored dumb. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, it would be good. It would be a fun time for you guys, for me too.
I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look
And
into
for
it.
you guys at home.
I'll look into it. I have some people. I know some people in the education field that I'll be seeing.
Yeah, but isn't there a
this
way
weekend.
that by now that you could probably just take the test at home?
I don't know. I'm gonna, like I said, I
We
have
would
to
sit
look
here
into
and
it.
with that would be better. You could probably sit us up both with a laptop and we're just like,
That would be a nightmare for you guys because it would be even harder for you to concentrate.
I know, isn't that would be
Way
fun?
too many distractions
Right.
here.
If you had to do
Way
it in
too
your
much.
house, you would never do it. You'd score like a 400 because the only thing you'd get is your name.
Pretty much. He's not wrong. I do. There's
Yeah,
too
it
many
would be a
things I
nightmare.
can touch and play with, and
Not a chance.
smoking, and I
and
need
like the
to
thing is
just
supposed to be
go and-
timed. It's supposed to be timed sections. So like, how are we going to police that? No, the right way, especially if we're doing it for the show, the way to do it is to go to the place and do it at the place.
Yeah, and if we do it at home, there's like we could cheat, and I don't want to do that. I
It would-
want to be
There's
completely
no
authentic.
that would be completely unsanctioned test.
Yeah,
Mm.
I want to try my hardest. I want to crack 1,000. I don't think I can. I want to crack 1,000.
No, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah,
I'll look into it. I'll take that on.
you heard it here first, folks. Yeah. Any word on a dungeon master, real quick, before we wrap this up?
I think I mentioned this to you guys. I don't know if I said it on the show, but I know a guy.
Okay.
I do know a guy. I haven't the sticking point for me right now is the reason why I haven't reached out to him is because we don't have a place that we could do the episode. Really,
Yeah,
we
a
don't
venue.
really have a place.
What is
yeah.
refresh me on the dungeon?
Dungeons
Dungeons
and
and
Dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah.
I wanna
Do you know what
the
that is?
Episode of We Play Dungeons and Dragons.
Hold on a
It's
second.
a game.
Time out. Yeah, right. Do you know how it's played?
I mean, I've never played it.
Do you know how it's played?
No, it's a card game. How do you resident?
No,
Like,
it's not a card
Role-playing
game.
There's a Dungeon Master.
It's not a
who
card
actually-
game.
it's a role playing game.
Yeah, so listen, let's explain this because Anthony has no idea what we're talking about. And all this time we've been talking about a Dungeon Master, and Anthony has no clue what Dungeons and Dragons actually is. So here we go. What happens is the guy's name is Pat. The guy who I'm interested in trying to bring in as our Dungeon Master. He's done this. It seems like he does this like as a side project, side business for himself. So we'd probably have to pay him, but whatever. He comes in, he brings in all his like Dungeons and Dragons books and gear and all this other stuff. Each one of us, you, me, and Chris, and then depending on if we have other people, this would have to be in person, first of all. And we'd have to set aside like 10 hours at least. Like the full day.
Full day.
Yeah,
Wow.
like the guy would get there like
Or
10
night.
a.m.
Or night.
The guy would get there at 10 a.m. and not leave till 10 p.m. And the thing is, like, we probably couldn't do it overnight because this person has a life and, whatever. We can't have this
True.
guy, it's not like he's Dank Diggler and he has no place else to be, Shout out Dank Diggler.
Shout
But,
out to Dank Diggler. That wasn't, we love you. And
Yeah.
There's a legend in the game.
so he brings all his gear, he comes in, and essentially what he has is a story. He has a quest. And he is going to lead us. He runs the quest. He leads us on the quest. And then you, me, Chris, and then if let's say another person or whatever was there, all of us, we get our own character. So you get to choose whether you're like a paladin or like a bard or like an elf or an ogre or like a barbarian or whatever, and you get to choose like what your special skills are, all that stuff. And then based on what you like, the type of person that you pick and all your skills, the dungeon master like writes down, like he gives you all your special stuff that you get to use, like if you have any spells that you can use or if you have any special different things that you can use, and you have all this, and you have like a sheet and all your information for your character is on your sheet. And I have my character and Chris has his character and you have your character. And then the dungeon master, you start and there's a bunch of different dice. There's a there's 4-sided die, 5-sided die, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's
20.
a 20-sided die. There's all these different dice. So like he starts the quest. He's like, okay, the three of you guys are you're standing at the edge of a forest. And basically he just talks you through the quest and you have to imagine everything as it goes along. And he's like, you're standing at the edge of the forest. Anthony, what do you want to do? And then you're like, I don't fucking know. Like, let's walk into the forest. And so we all decide, okay, we're going to walk into the forest. And he's like, okay, so what do you, we walk into the forest. And the guy, he tells you, okay, you walk into the forest and you come across a guy. What do you want to do to the guy? And you can be like, I can talk to the guy, or you can be like, I can attack the guy. And he can say, well, if you attack him, he looks like a pretty big burly dude. It's actually going to be tough to attack him. So here, use the number 20 die. And if you roll anything above a 15, you kill him. But if you roll below a 15 on the 20, then he gets to attack you, right? That type of deal. And so you just go through the entire story, and like the idea is you get this quest at the beginning, like the such and such princess is trapped and you need to go there and find her. And so now you have to get from the very beginning of the story and finish the quest just by imagining it and acting it out and like deciding amongst us what we're going to do and how we're going to handle this. And then everything you do is dice roll for like how many hit points, how many, like if you get a critical hit, if you miss the guy, if you roll a high enough score, you hit him. If you don't roll enough, you miss him, like all this different stuff. And you imagine the entire journey all the way through, and it could take hours and hours and hours as you go along, depending on how into it you want to be and how, intricate you want to be as a party, and how intricate your dungeon master is. You go on and on and on through the entire story. You imagine the whole thing as you go, and eventually you hopefully get to the end of your quest and you accomplish your quest and the game is over. Or you all die and the game is over.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun.
Interesting. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like LARPing almost,
No.
Yeah, but we're not.
Well, sort of, I guess, live
but
action
not like
role
full
play.
on.
Right. You don't have to get dressed up, although we should. You know what I mean? Like
We
you would
definitely
yeah, you know, you
At
don't
that
have to
point, we should fucking LARP hard.
right. And so I
We
guess
can
technically it's
graduate to that.
LARPing, sure, but it's just a game. You know, it's just like for the game. But it's a lot of fun. I've done it once or twice. Actual played real campaigns once or twice. It was like a couple of hours each time. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You had a dungeon master.
Yeah, the dude that I know took it
works
up.
way better with a dungeon.
Yeah, because they have to know what they're talking about. They have to run the game. Like they have to know because like they have to know enough about the story. Where if you are like we're walking through the woods and you're like, hey, I want to inspect this tree, he's got to know enough to be able to let you inspect the tree and see what you need to see if there's actually something there or blah 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 blah. You know, like he needs to know you're only a level 2 guy, so your hit points aren't going to be that good. So you got to roll this dice instead of that dice. Like he needs to know all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like you're playing a game.
Go
ahead.
And he could tailor the story for us. You know what I mean?
To a
Like
degree,
he can
sure.
incorporate clouded something, you know. We have to go
Right,
get
like-
the bong of destiny, something crazy.
It could be something dumb like that, right? Or it could be that, you know, like in the story, there's like something smokable, and when you smoke it, you get a certain power, or blah 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 blah. You know, like different stuff like that.
Fuck yeah.
But it's a
yeah.
lot of fun if you like if everybody who's playing is really like bought in, and like really like buys into the thing and like really participates and really kind of quote unquote makes believe, and does what you're, buys into the thing and do your role. It could be a lot of fun. And I think we're the right group of people.
Yeah,
I
know
the real mad honey.
I know a couple nerds, and I say that as a term of endearment, that would love to hop on and be guests and play the game with us. One or two people.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, because I think the other part of it is that I think the more people, the longer the story would have to be. So like we might not want to put too many people into it because we don't want to be it's probably going to be a multi-part episode or a multi-episode thing where we have to and we'll to be continued. It will probably be like 2 or 3 episodes, but it could be fucking 5 if we're not careful. It could be 6 or 7.
True.
We don't want that.
True. And then we can release the full uncut version on Patreon.
Yeah, you can pay.
Yeah, I think that would be
for
really
9
cool.
hours.
I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. And like so the bottom line is, I got off the track because we realized Anthony didn't know what the hell Dungeons and Dragons even was. But what I was about to say was, he is local. I know he does the thing. I just haven't talked to him about prices yet, but the reason why I haven't done that is because we don't have a location. We don't really have a place where we can get together, have this guy come, go really go into it and so on and so forth. So, that's the reason why I haven't reached out to him yet, because I'm sort of still trying to figure out where first before I even because I don't want to be like, hey man, we'd like to have you do this thing. I don't know when or where, so I really don't have any information for you, but I reached out to you, I don't want to do that. So I'm just kind of holding off until it's, we get something that seems to be a little more reasonable and stable where I know we can get him to come in and do the thing. We can't, no offense, but like we can't do this in like Anthony's living room. You know what I mean? Like there's
there's venues that we can use that are set up to do things like that. Like I know it's a far stretch, but like even in Red Bank,
is it that podcast studio you were talking about?
Yeah, I think they have a spot in there, or we might be able to use.
I'm open to it. I'm open to all suggestions, but I'd rather not try to use a place that's a pay to play just because we're gonna have to pay this guy.
Yeah, you're right.
We already got to pay the guy.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'd rather spend the money on him versus spend the money on some sort of location. Like that doesn't make sense. So until we find a location,
do it in the woods,
right? around a fire.
We could.
If there was like ruins of a castle somewhere, that would be cool.
Ooh,
man.
Well, let's do some research.
Yeah. I like where your head's at.
But we'll figure it out. But yes,
cool.
I have it. Like it's not something that anybody has forgotten about. Like I know, like I have my plan of attack, but right now I'm just sort of like it's in the back burner because I'm still conceptualizing a location. If a location presents itself, I'm going to jump right into action on that, and I'll be reaching out to the guy, find out what his rates are, so on and so forth. He's a really cool dude. I don't anticipate that there would be any issues. It's just a matter, where. Right now, it's just a matter of where.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
of course, making sure that the three of us are available and stuff.
Hey,
Word.
She's yelling at me.
All right, she's telling you to wrap it up.
Telling me to wrap it up. All right, babe. I'm wrapping it up. Okay? Guys, thank you so much. You can find us every Wednesday on YouTube, youtube.com/the Two Clouded Mind Show. If you don't really feel like watching us and you want to just listen to us on the go, we are everywhere that podcasts live, audio-wise. Also, we are all over social media at the Two Clouded Mind Show. If you want to stalk us individually, I'm at Chris_is_not funny.
DC in the city on all social media. Anthony, thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Well, Anthony, what are you plugging on? Do you got
I'm not plugging on anything.
your sports thing?
No, let's get no. I've already
Come
hurt my
on,
feelings
dude.
now.
What is it?
Don't
What
put
is-
him through this
what's-
again. Don't put him through this again.
Okay. All right. My bad. I thought, whatever.
It's fine.
We talked about it. The
Guys.
problem is Chris is not retaining information. He's like, stuff is just going in one ear and out the other right now. Chris is not as himself. He's not 100%. And so he didn't really retain any of what we talked about that day. And so it's like brand new to him. It's like, but yeah, he'll get back to normal. Everybody who's watching, don't worry. We'll get our old Chris back. But right now, Chris is operating at less than 100%. And he's not retaining information. If you saw our text messages, you could see like Chris is just like clearly responding without ever reading the text message at all. Chris is not on his game right now. So
I'm literally on autopilot. Seriously.
very much, yeah, very, very, very much.
And I
So.
apologize to you and everybody out there. I do. I'm gonna bounce back. But guys, please don't forget, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We love you. Till next week, stay clouded.